Today, our journey continues. We embrace our strengths and courageously address our imperfections. Today, we keep our minds open to new possibilities. Today, we are passionately in pursuit of brilliance. Today, we are ready. And tomorrow, the same. We are Williams.
Hi, I'm George Lamb and I'm here with Williams Racing for the reveal of the brand new livery for the 2022 season. And I've got to tell you, as a Formula One fan, I'm very, very excited. Now, we head into the new Formula One season after one of the most nail-biting championships in the recent years, and with the excitement of an expanded calendar to 23 races, including a hotly anticipated new event in Miami. And with 2022 comes new cars and new regulations designed for closer racing. It's a time for new beginnings for both Williams Racing and Formula One. Now, I'm delighted to tell you that we are joined by CEO and team principal of Williams, Jost Capito. Jost, how you doing? Lovely to see you.
I'm fine. Good to see you, George.
Very good. Very excited about the new year. Obviously, you guys, you had an amazing season. You came 8th in the championship overall, and you also had that podium finish at Spa. You must be feeling very excited about the new season.
Yeah, it was a great season for us, especially the step from 20 to 21 was really great. And these results, the points and the podium, gave a boost to the entire team, not just to the guys who are on the racetrack, but also to everybody in the factory. That's the designers, the engineers, to everybody. And I hope that this bus will show up in the performance of the FW44 this year.
Yeah, me too, man. I wanted to ask you about these new regulations. A lot of talk about them. Every time you open the back of the newspaper, they're talking about these new regulations, say it's going to be closer racing than ever. Do you think that is the case?
The regulations are really new. So the whole aerodynamic concept of the car is very, very different. And it should allow the cars to drive closer to each other because the so-called dirty air behind the car should be much less. And we will see if that really happens. And the theory is one thing, and the reality has to prove that the theory is right, but we'll see.
Yeah, and any big learnings that have come through from last year?
You learn all the time. I think it's more than 40 years now that Williams is in Formula One, so all the experience over the tens of years, they come together, they collect, and we have a great talent within the team, and we'll see what they could have done.
All right, we'll have to wait and see on that. Now, we've heard from the boss, but I think we need to hear from some drivers. This season, we see the return of a certain Nutella-loving Canadian point scorer and a new driver in the form of an F1 podium sitter and DTM race winner. Let's take a look. And here they are, Nicky Latifi and Alex Albon. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, very good. Excited to be here.
Absolutely. Jost, before I get stuck into it with the boys, talk me through your decision to have these guys representing you this year.
Nicky has to be in the team because we both love Nutella.
Okay,
no, Nicky is with us already 2 years, and he deserved the place for the 3rd year, definitely. And yeah, he showed really great performance, especially to end of last year when he really got into the rhythm and was very close to George. So we expect quite a lot from Nicky for this year. And look, Alex is, he has podiums on his belt, a lot of experience, and I think from his character and from his fighting attitude, he perfectly fits the team.
Okay, great. Nicky, how does it feel to be back?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to be back. I'm a 3rd year with the team, so yeah, really looking to build and use the experience I have from the first 2 years I have with them, and you know, especially going into a new year, new regulations, new cars, you know, a fresh start for everybody, and I think having that experience within the team is going to be, it's going to be really helpful and be crucial to kind of help push everyone, develop the car, and get us back into more fighting ways. So I just can't wait to get started.
And how was the off season, by the way?
It was very busy.
What did you get up to? What's downtime like for an F1 driver?
Downtime, I guess, is after Abu Dhabi, kind of shooting off for the holidays. Spending time with family, friends, and kind of just switching off from the motor racing world. And then, very soon after that, it's kind of straight back into the preseason training. A lot of days at the factory, the simulator preparations, a lot of media days. I did go do some ice driving as well in Finland, which was quite fun. So it's just kind of a bit of everything, really. And just waiting for the first time to get to drive the real car now.
Yeah, I bet. Alex, how about you? Welcome back to Formula One.
Thank you.
How does that feel?
Good. It feels like, a year out, you're kind of itching to get going, and just makes you hungry to get back into the seat. So for me, it was much more about, trying to get as much experience as I could. That year out was actually a way to see things from a different perspective, see how the team operates, in a way that it's not just purely focused on the driving side, but how a team operates. So hopefully, I can use that experience as well from last year. And as Nicky said, it's a team that's really on the climb. Williams, it's exciting to be part of this new journey, and I'm hopefully being able to use a bit of what I know and bump it along the way.
Absolutely. And now we're going to reveal the car in a moment. You guys have seen it already. In one word, can you describe it for me?
It's a real beauty.
Yeah, that's
and if it's as fast as it looks, then we'll be very, very good.
Okay. How about you, Nicky?
I actually have one word to describe. Fresh. Fresh.
Sorry,
Blue.
Blue. All right.
Can you tell by the kit?
It's time to reveal the 2022 Williams Racing Challenger. So without further ado. Wow, what a beauty. Jos, can you talk us through the new design?
Yeah, the design really reflects on the brand definition we have redone last year, especially when you look at the various shades of blue with the diamond scheme that we have in the brand as well, and also the little touch of red.
Okay, and what are these flashes of red? What's that all about?
That's a British.
Okay,
so the red is there we are a British team, we are a proud British team, and that's why we have a hint of red on the car.
And I noticed there's a new logo down the side.
Yeah, it's the Duracell, and we are very proud that we could partner up with Duracell, and it's a perfect synergy of the brands for performance and technology, and this really got the brands together, and we're really looking forward to that partnership as we benefit a lot from their technology, as they will benefit from our experience and technology as well, and that really makes it a great partnership.
Yeah, I bet. What are we thinking, gentlemen?
I think it looks great. I mean, fresh, like I said. I mean, the blue has been synonymous with Williams for many, many years, so I think that's important that it stayed. And yeah, the new flashes of red and a little bit of kind of electric blue, I think it looks great in person, and I think it's going to look even better on camera.
Alex?
Yeah, as these guys said, it's clean. It is blue. It looks really good. I feel like it looks smart, and yeah, I feel like it looks like a fast racing car.
Well, that's good job. Now, you guys are going to be out in Barcelona, I think, next week for the pre-seasons. What will you be expecting of the car when you're out there?
I'm hoping we get to do a lot of mileage, because I think anytime you take the car out for preseason testing, that's the first thing you want to do is make sure the reliability is good. So Barcelona, I think, is not going to be so focused on getting the outright performance out of the car. It's understanding what this new car, new regulations kind of has to offer, understanding the kind of aero platform, as that's really like one of the biggest changes with this new generation car, and just trying to get as many laps as possible, both for the team, for the systems, but as well for the drivers, to kind of get comfortable and build up that confidence. And once we get to Bahrain, then we'll be able to focus a bit more on the performance, pushing the limits, and yeah, trying to prepare for the race weekend.
Anything to add, Alex?
Yeah, no, as Nicky said, I feel like it is so different. We are driving completely different cars to previous years, so in terms of reliability, but also just track time, it becomes that much more important to have good running, efficient running. And yeah, so Barcelona, it will be also for me getting the neck muscles back up and running. But I'm very excited, and I feel like, yeah, if we can have a smooth 3-day test in Barcelona, then we can go into Bahrain and yeah, start pushing the limits.
So, Nicky, how different do you think these new cars are going to be physically and mentally to drive?
I mean, I think until we get going and actually drive the car, it's a bit difficult to say. I mean, there's, let's say, an anticipation of what we're expecting. I think a lot of drivers are kind of hearing the same things, that it is going to be a bit of a bumpier ride for various reasons, so maybe a bit more physical in that sense, maybe more aggressive to drive. But I mean, in terms of my preseason training, there hasn't really been much change to that. It's kind of just trying to be as fit as can be, because that first day is always kind of just completely shatters you. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. And yeah, I mean, if it's more of a challenge, it's more of a challenge for everyone, and an opportunity for us to try and do a better job.
Alex, how are you going to get in the zone?
Yeah, well, for me, it's maybe even a longer break in between getting in the car last time. So there's a lot of training gone into last year and the beginning of this year for me, to make sure that I'll hit the ground running. So in terms of preparation and feeling, I mean, we've done a lot of days in the simulator. We have a good idea of what we think the car's going to feel like. And it's pretty much what Nicky said, it's going to be a little bit more lively. I feel like the emphasis will come a little bit more towards the driver, extracting the performance out of the car. So I think that's good for the fans. And yeah, it feels relatively quick still. Like it's we'll see how it goes. Don't want to say too much.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. We wish you the best of luck for the forthcoming season. We're really excited to see you guys getting out there on the track. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest news, views and insight into the team by heading to the Williams website or app and signing up to get your official Williams driver card. Until next time, goodbye.